Thank heavens. Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit, and in the green. It took ages. I actually had to go and refill my money because I didn't realise at first that this was all RNG based. This sucks. Like, it is not a challenging hard piece to get. It is an annoying hard piece to get. So, this grave where it perpetually rains, we can play Zelda's Lullaby, and we can check out this. Royal Composer Bros, Sharp the Elder, rest in peace. So, Poe of the Graveyard? Question mark. If you stare at it with Z targeting, it will disappear. That's also the info for Poes. That's annoying. Come back into view. Nice! Taken down. Now we can actually talk to it. No! No, I didn't want to fight you! Yeah! You killed me!
You've killed me!
Good.
Unbelievable! Oh, what? You're not one of Ganondorf's men, are you? Because of my role as a ghost, I had to act like that. I apologize. Now then, let me introduce myself. I am one of the ghostly composer brothers of Kakariko Village. All the people in this village are born to serve the royal family of Hyrule, which kind of sucks when you think about it. Born into indentured servitude and they don't even pay well. We brothers also served the royal family and were assigned to study the hereditary mystic powers of the family. Though we never could figure out the power of the Triforce, we had almost completed our study of controlling time with the tones of ocarinas. Actually, we did complete that study. We would have been famous if that hateful Ganondorf had not tried to steal our results. We could never let him reap the fruits of our research. That's why we gave our lives to protect the secret. Do you want to hear what I said again? Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where. Exposition is important, so I'm adding in a few more details. Is he stuck on a wall? No. You might note... Crap! Okay, I can't summon him again. Give me a moment. I need to talk to Flat and find out what's going on with him because he provides some exposition too. Unbelievable. Of course, I just had to strike the ghost down into a wall. That's what I get for fooling around in a graveyard, I guess. So, the Composer Brothers will explain the Sun Song, which we can get at the top of the graveyard. Dunpei is still going to be bumbling around on his grave digging tour, but we don't need to bother him because we have everything we need. We don't have to do this again. The next time we interact with Dunpei is when he's dead. He does die in the interim. Alright, so you might have noticed that one of the Composer Brothers is shorter and red, and one is taller and green. Oh, I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans. dead again! What? You again? Somehow you remind me of Princess Zelda. Since you may have some connection with the royal family, I will tell you a little more of our tale. Back then, people called us great composers because of the many musical masterpieces we wrote. I couldn't think of a synonym beginning with M for writing. Sorry about that. But we brothers were not just composers. We had a mission from God to analyze the mysterious powers of Hyrule's royal family. Our names would be a part of Hyrule's history if we could complete our research. We kept our study extremely secret until we completed it. To tell the truth, each of us was studying a different song, one to summon the sun and another to summon the moon. And, in a few years' time, you're going to find out just how bad summoning the moon actually is. If you were really sent by a member of the royal family, I will tell you about the results of our study. We inscribed it on the royal tombstone. As a messenger of the royal family, you should show your royal credentials on top of the Triforce mark. Do you want to hear what I said again? Alright, so let's get the Ocarina. Now, hang on. Now what... Why is it doing that? Okay, so it doesn't like it when I try and play... You can change the pitch of the notes. But we've played Zelda's Lullaby. I've mucked around a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not about to screw it up. I just wanted to see... Oh, can I play it in a different pitch? And we've suddenly... Zelda's Lullaby is not the Song of Storms. And suddenly we go into horror movie aesthetics. And we blow up a gravestone and Lunk is dead. Apparently not. Well, it's time to go grave robbing. We've activated our trap card. The royal family's tomb. We can find some goodies in here. And bats. Where are they? So, the omnipresent keys. When you get close to it, use Z targeting. Even if it flies away, you can still target it. So, keys are pretty much bog standard enemies. And they are blending in very well in the darkness. Now, Navi will sometimes wind up going green in certain areas if you can play a special song somewhere. Where is that last one? Oh, you can actually talk to them. Those who break into the royal tomb will be obstructed by the lurkers in the dark. Oh, there it is. That should get rid of all... we do have to take out all of them, but there's something else we can do. I did leave us to listen to the music for a little bit, simple as it is, because this also plays into Dodongo's Cavern. So, the lurkers in the dark are as follows. Yep, you recognise that sound. Redeads. Now, if we move very carefully... they won't actually notice us. Redeads operate based on movement. you can often land multiple blows with a jump attack. Now, it is interesting to note that because Redeads operate on movement, they don't drop anything yet because we don't actually have what we need, then we're not getting any rewards. But they operate on movement, and there's something really, really funny I can show you later on. It is also worth noting that when you go into oh, there's a Redead having a bath. Oh, get out of range. Can I shoot it with a slingshot? No. And it can't grab me. Might. Oh, nice! Action shot! So that one's down. They're moving towards us. They might have detected us. The reason I'm trying to get rid of them is just because of... because I want to be free of obstructions. When I go in to undertake a little side quest here. I've got a little bit distracted focusing on killing the Redeads, but yes, it is worth noting that the ones in Castletown when you're an adult actually are slightly different, and they do not actually... Wait a moment. Oh, I did all for nothing. Poo. So, the ones in Castletown, they are different, and they don't actually wind up paralyzing you. So, this poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. The rising sun will eventually set, a newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun, give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something is inscribed on the tombstone. It is the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. So you might recognize this as the day starting jingle. Now, we have learned the sun song, which actually comes in handy for something in the graveyard. And it becomes daytime. So, when you play the sun song in an area where time does not pass, it changes to the next... like, the next sort of midday point. Like, let's say it's midday, let's say it's 2 p.m. You play the sun song, it will go to midnight. You play the sun song when it's 2 a.m., it will change to midday. Now we need to light this and book it, ignoring the Redeads. Hopefully we don't have any trouble. We can take a few injuries. Where is my stick? What happened to my stick disappeared? Damn it, my stick burned out. So there's no point me actually... Can I do this as a kid? Oh, wait, it disappeared because I took damage, didn't it? Okay, no, that burned out really quickly. So, I can't do anything about lighting the torches in here yet. The stick burns out too quickly. That's what I was trying to do, but we can do other things out here. I'm actually running short of sticks because we're not in the forest anymore. Now, if I'm correct, we should be able to look for graves that have plants in front of them. I think it is anyway. So there's one down here, I think. So that kid's going to be important. Alright, fine. So we have to... Now, what happens if I do hold down? Changes the pitch. That's cool. You can muck around changing the pitch of the notes, but you do have to use the defaults to actually play the song. Now, I think it's second. I think it's this one. There are two graves we can get things from. No, that's not it. We got $5. I'm not interested in grave robbing. We're going to have a lot of pose to deal with. This could be a problem. Back off! Oh, that's not it. It's one of them. I'm absolutely... There it is. Now, one of them we get the Hylian shield. Ah, now this one. I wonder about something. So maybe if I'm very quiet, I'm moving extremely carefully towards the redead. If we're very quiet, we can and defeat it. Now, we have to wait for it to fade away, I believe. And Navi... Now I think we have to play it. Because you can use the Sun Song to stun Redeads and Gibdos. Okay, so this one is always finicky. I'm sure it's playing the Sun Song. Come on, game. Took a few tries to get there. But this is a heart piece. It's just... That was just a little annoying to get. So there's actually quite a lot of secrets to be got out of grave robbing. So there is one more grave we can actually visit, and then we can get the Hylian shield, and then we can stop hanging around in the graveyard. Oh, it's been a time. The grave digging tour... Oh, I did hit the right one. The grave digging tour is a pain in the butt. Always make sure to check for the ones with the actual plants in front of them, because they do have something. So we do have to come back with a later item. Now we can bomb something in here. One Hylian shield. So we can't wear we can't use the Hylian shield normally. It's too heavy, so we just turtle. But it's useful for going up Death Mountain, which we can finally do at last. Only 2 episodes in, basically. I'm probably going to wind up adding a little bit of the rant about RNG at the end of this. You know what? I think I'll wrap it up here. I'll tack the rant about RNG on as a bonus. And we're actually going to head back to Castletown. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you at Castletown. And until next time, this is Red 2 returning to base. Red 2 standing by, all for lit and in the green. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where I just ran into a really big problem. I keep forgetting something truly irritating about Dampé's challenge, or about the grave digging tour. It's not set. The exact location of the heart piece is not actually set, and you can wind up having to go through several loops and losing a lot of money finding it. So we just killed a Poe there, and I don't want to keep its spirit in a bottle. Which means I now have to stuff around and try to find more money so that I can actually complete this challenge and get the heart piece. Because, as I said, it's not actually based on... Like, it's not in a set location. I think there's a 10% chance of digging it up, so I hit 220 rupees. And then I wound up getting stuck. So, that one's frustrating because I got practically nothing. There's no guarantee you'll get the heart piece because there's such low odds of it happening. Oh, man. So, it kind of leaves me a little bit stuck. The only thing I can genuinely think of doing is going to the front of Hyrule Castle and grinding for rupees and coming back. Because I really want to get this one out of the way so that I don't have to come back multiple times. And I suppose that means I've got to come up with something really, really interesting to talk about, which I'm kind of bad at. But I will note something, that unfortunately there are just some mini-games like this. I remember the frustration and bother of the archery mini-game in Phantom Hourglass. That was a right royal pain in the backside. Actually trying to get the 2,000 points you needed for a heart container was really frustrating. It took forever. I finally got it done. But it just seemed so frustrating, like it was more RNG than anything else. And it was really finicky on its aiming. Because I suppose that's just one of the problems with some of these challenges. Some of them are just not that well designed. And I'm not that big a fan of things that are just purely RNG, knowing that I have to stuff around and wait until I hit a 10% chance. Like, you remember Emerald version, hopefully. I hope you did enjoy it. You saw how long it took me to get stuff done depending on what Pokemon I was looking for? That was a bother. It was an absolute nightmare trying to get all those things done because it's like you just have to hope. You have to hope beyond hope that you will actually get what you're looking for within a reasonable pace, and then you get stuck. It can either take you 2 minutes or 2 hours. And I really, really don't like going through stuff like that. Okay, so the game does want us to go and talk to Saria. I tend to do that once I get to Goron City, because there is a shortcut. Wait, did those just wind up spawning twice? Or is there a third one in the middle? Hold on a moment. I always thought there were just two. So if I go up here again... Well, I can stick the landing in the lake, or the moat. But yeah, there seem to be a few more rupees I can get. Seems to be a few more, sorry. Should correct myself, but yeah. Fun with RNG. Like, I'm usually not on the receiving end of that. Like, I've been playing Mario Kart World recently, and while I love free roam, I have to say that the single player, the actual races and the knockout tours are every bit as annoying as you think they're going to be. Not only do you have 23 AI racers hell-bent on chasing down you, the player, with significant vengeance in mind, but you also have to deal with the major problem that the item distribution is also rigged against you. Like, I'm in second place and it's like, oh cool, maybe I can actually get some decent items, and the game's just like, duh, here's a coin and a feather, good luck. And you're just sitting there wondering why on earth you can't do anything to actually catch up, because the AI does get that inverse rubber banding thing going where they snap a long way ahead of you until your criteria for finishing first are ruined. So basically, you won't be able to catch up because you desperately have to hope you get the right items. The AI will snap ahead until it's ruined your chances of getting a 3-star, at which point it will suddenly become a lot easier to overtake, and the items are just like, you're getting crap. And the AI can actually wind up getting triple red shells in second place. It continues to be a rules for thee but not for me situation. So like, the RNG aspects do not make it easy. It's... oh no. Nope, not this way. I can't just climb out like Adult Link. I have to fight the current. Not smart, and it's slow going. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. Can I climb out on this side? No. Mistakes have been made. Can I run up here? Okay, good. Straight shot into Kakariko. I need to at least be there before midnight, and then we can try this again. Go away. But yeah, RNG, not fun. Oh god, that's still moving. I didn't realise that was still moving. I don't think I've ever been more annoyed to be rich in my entire life. We got there's $100 under my house? You must be hardened with fire. You ruined my line.